Community schools do have an impact on a number of different indicators. And where they begin, once they begin the process of implementation, where schools often begin to see the quickest results are in a decrease in chronic absenteeism, a decrease in behavioral referrals, and over time, they'll see an increase in academics, right? The issue that I see that we have in terms of data collection around community schools is there has yet to date to be implemented a longitudinal study around a number of different impact areas, right? To go deeper into what is the actual thing that's having the change on chronic absenteeism or behavior and over time academics. We know it's not just the instructional piece. It could be a particular partner, but we need to tease that out, and we need funding to do that. Currently, there are local evaluations taking place in districts, but again, not as deep as we need to get to really tease out what is having that impact. And that is something that AFT is still pushing for, along with our national partners. We need to see over time what is the impact, right, around a number of variables. And with the quick fixes that we've been forced to do, and noting that it's not just academics, there are these other variables that need to change before you even see any motion in academics. We need time. That's been one thing, in addition to funding, to be able to look at this meaningfully in a set number of places. Until we can come and we're seeing changes in absenteeism, in behavior, and in health indicators, but there isn't, it's just been, because not every district is looking at the same indicators aside from academics, it becomes difficult across the board. However, with the new ESSA and the plans, a lot of plans actually, I think it's over 30 or 35 states have put chronic absenteeism in as a measure. And so what we'll be able to do in the future is in those places that are looking at chronic absenteeism, since that is becoming more of a norm in terms of measurement, we'll be able to see. But in the places that have done evaluations, for example, in districts or in cities, the two indicators that you always see are chronic absenteeism decreasing and behavior referrals decreasing. So I think it's just really finding what those common data points are.